Hey everybody. That's loud. That's loud. That's loud. That's the PlayStation music. That's the PlayStation pre-show music. Hold on, give me a sec. Who is making that music? Okay. Welcome in, everyone. It is 4:32 p.m. on the East Coast. We are 28 minutes away from the debut of the February 12th, 2026 State of Play. What is special about this State of Play? Yeah, Cam's way too big. I could agree with you. Yeah, I see all the comments saying Cam way too big. I see him. 60 plus minutes. is that's pretty wild. That's pretty chunky. That's chunky. That is downright chunky. Seems like they've been stocking up. Thundercats Ho, thanks for being a 66-monther. I can feel it. Dreams are going to come true this State of Play. I'm not going to go that far. Dreams coming true? Hey, what about Media Molecule? Let's put that on the list. Tizzle, thanks for being a 39-monther. Remake Part 3 or we riot. I'm not ready to riot. Dare User X, thanks for being a 64-monther. Final Fantasy VII Remake 3, please. Whoa, okay, hold on. This is a theme. Guardian Ramsey, thanks for being a 64-monther. I can never catch the streams live anymore because of my promotion at work, humble brag. But you bet your butt I sure got... Excuse me. You bet your butt I made sure I got off today for Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 day. Okay. Off of work. Guardian Ramsey, you said I'm sick. I can't come into work today because they might announce Remake 3. D-Boss, thanks for being a 3-monther. Happy State of Play day. Can't wait for the Legend of Dragoon HD remake announcement. I feel like that's more realistic. Appreciate that. And then we're pretty much caught up. Duffy, thanks for being a 16-monther. Spriggy Cat, thanks for being an 11-monther. No way Remake Part 3 is showing up, right? Okay, all right. Let's get to expectations versus reality already, because we don't have we got 26 minutes, but it doesn't seem that much. But I just wanted to cover like how it was announced from PlayStation, right? 60 plus minutes of news. So I feel like new game controllers fits in with news, you know? If they've got like the new edition of the handheld device you can play in your living room, I guess that would be news. Sometimes they even loop in like what's coming to PlayStation Premium, you know? There might be time for that. Poor and Curly, thanks for being a 7-monther. Gameplay updates and announcements. There will be new game announcements from game studios across the globe. Third party, eye-catching third parties, indie games, but also the latest from the teams at PlayStation Studios. That's what's on the table. That is what has been promised. That's what's coming up. So let's do expectations versus reality. If they tell me 60 plus minutes, my bet is 64 minutes. We'll see. That's my bet. Well, we can time it out. I'm guessing 64 minutes. If it stretches into like an hour and a half, that could be crazy. That could be nuts. I'm thinking like, honestly, like for what this thing is, 60 minutes is like a limit. You got to watch yourself. There's no musical acts to break it up. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you can wear your audience out a little bit. If it's 60 minutes back to back, all killer, no filler. However, my expectation kind of in relation to that is that they will do like they did for Tokon, another maybe 10-minute deep dive for final announcement. Just as there was no way I could guess Tokon was going to be the final announcement of the summer State of Play, I don't really have a guess for how they're going to end this. It might not even be a new game, you know what I mean? But what's kind of crazy about it is this was uploaded to their YouTube channel last week. It really could have been the Horizon game. It was announced and deep dives just like they have been doing in State of Plays, which makes me wonder if this is like just cut. Maybe they just cut it out of the State of Play. But I'll stick with the expectation, just in terms of like that's how the pattern of things have been going. Don't forget the Silent Hill presentation. Yeah, we won't be live for that, but hey, expectation. Silent Hill 1 remake announced. Just guessing. Why would they have the Silent Hill presentation right after the State of Play? Townfall's got to come out first. They already confirmed it's just for Townfall. Okay. All right. Then I remove that expectation. Yeah, I'm second guessing it. I guess maybe they're just out of courtesy delaying it. Townfall's an easy skip, bro. Yeah, because here's the thing. You know, I'm second guessing it is like Silent Hill F came out not that long ago. You know what I mean? Like less than half a year, right? It would be so weird to just like get really heavy into Silent Hill 1 remake already, you know? So yeah, I guess Silent Hill Townfall is the way to go. Silent Hill Townfall is being developed by Annapurna. Yeah, I'm just talking about media push. The Monkey Mask game. Yeah. Okay. Expectation. Fair Games is not dead. I think dollar sign's out. If you follow Schreier's reporting, they knocked off the dollar sign. Internally, like that's like official. There's no dollar sign in the logo anymore. I'm gonna guess though. I'm gonna guess entirely different marketing angle. I'm gonna suggest they go for something like low-key launch. You know, Marathon's out in a couple of months. I expect to see more Marathon. I don't even know what to show for Marathon. Actually, okay, I got an idea for both Marathon and Solaris. What's the name of Solaris? The other game coming out soon, Saros. I'm gonna guess Marathon Saros. Demonstrate runs. Right? So Saros has had a big old deep dive. They had a big gameplay deep dive. They had a story trailer at Game Awards. Cutscene heavy. I think what that game would benefit now, months from release, is showing what the mechanics of a run are like. Here's this upgrade. It's got synergy with this and this. And I think I would like to see that from Marathon as well. So yeah. I'm gonna say like more technically minded demonstrations. Groglock 6 being a 66 monther. Monthly update. The new Diablo 2 expansion is so rad. Been playing all morning, warlocking around with my summoned Goatman is bliss. I have no idea what the story is with the Diablo 2 expansion. That to me is just crazy. Diablo 2. Not 3, not 4, Diablo 2. Yeah, you know what? I'm on board for the God of War. Yeah. We've been hearing about a God of War Metroidvania for a long time. I think this is a good opportunity for that. If not, you know, it's going to be in the June State of Play. But I guess there's just so much heat on it. I feel like that's an easy expectation. Bets on Cory Barlog. My expectation? No Cory Barlog game. Let's say Sony Santa Monica. Just to make sure that these two things are different. Does Sony even do shadow drops? Good question. They, you know what? They do for Astrobot. Yeah, that's happened, I guess. And Helldivers expansions. Maybe there was like a Helldivers 2 thing at one point. The class is coming to all current games, 2, Immortal, and 4. 2 is not a current Diablo game. The PlayStation Fight Stick doesn't have a release date. Yeah. That's a good point. Tokon's a huge expectation. Tokon character reveal. I don't think they got a release date yet, and I don't think they'll talk about that stick until they have a release date. But yeah. Tokon character reveals. Whole tier. Hulk tier, but not Wolverine. I don't know why. They're saving Wolverine. They're saving him. All right, this is a really fun expectation. Good suggestions, chat. Every state of play has a VR portion. Still. My expectation is no VR. Meaning I will be surprised if there is a VR portion of this state of play. We shouldn't be. And to be clear with you, chat, I own a PlayStation VR too. I own one. I got one. It's hanging out in the closet. But I don't know, man. If Hulk is the new character, is that Hulk tier? Absolutely, yeah. Special edition gold controller for the 007 game? No. I mean, here's the thing. I do. Fuck. Some, like, here, I don't. Nobody dodges 007. Nobody dodges that game. It shows up in every single event. So I feel like there is a main villain reveal for 007 First Light. What's it called? I don't think we still have seen the main villain. Lenny Kravitz is not it. No, Lenny Kravitz is not actually the main villain. Sonic Frontier sequel? Absolutely, yeah. Have you heard the Pokemon game rumors about some older games getting paid ports for Switch? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I'd be in. I don't know if we'd stream it. We're talking about Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. In the same kind of way that Red and Blue and Yellow and Silver and Gold and Crystal were all on 3DS eShop. You could play those all on 3DS and then port them to home. The idea of bringing that concept back for some GBA games would be highly appealing. That would be highly appealing. Yote's story DLC? I'll do you one better. Yote multiplayer reveal, bro. What are you thinking? That's already been promised. Kojima's been editing a trailer, by the way. Whoa. Probably just Death Stranding 2 PC. Would be my guess if he's editing a trailer right now, but that's interesting. What if some new Digimon thing? I can't be greedy. Hold on, let me grab my coffee. We're doing really good so far. Chad, I honestly, okay, here's the thing. This is like the biggest state of play of all time. You say, why do you hate fun? I'm just doing expectations. Honestly, I feel like Sony Santa Monica's next game, you save for June. You save for the big time, the big show. And this is not quite the big show. It is just a state of play. Instead of a PlayStation Presents. So I don't want to go nuts. I don't want to go off the handle. I feel like a big question is Final Fantasy VII Remake 3. And my expectation, meaning I will not be surprised if this happens, just my expectation. Just my expectation. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about Capcom. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Let me grab my coffee. You have to believe. It's just expectation. You can hope and pray. I'm just talking about what would surprise me. You know what I'm saying? There's things I'm hoping for. There's dreams that could come true, but this is not a list of dreams. Mere expectations. So I don't think Dragon Quest XII would show up in this. Does Cerny come out and tease just a sliver of PS4 6 features? No, but you know what is weird? There's an update to PSSR that is just kind of like not out yet for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Something that was like promised before that console even came out. And they're just like, yeah. It'll like, we'll add an update later that will make it better at doing this one thing that it does. I wonder, I don't think that's a state of play announcement. Remember, they said news. I mean, my expectation is no. My expectation, once again, no new hardware. I always fail this expectation. They still come up with something else. Chat's saying, like, we don't have release dates for the stick or the speakers or that weird TV. I don't think we'll get release dates for those things in the state of play. Let's just say, like, new controller color, though. You know what I mean? That's my best guess. That's just my expectation for today. And then let's say like no new PSSR update for PlayStation 5 Pro. Interesting thing about the PlayStation 5 Pro is I think it's going to become more and more important as we keep pushing off the PlayStation 6. It's not coming out next year. So no, there will be no sliver of a tease for a PlayStation 6. Like, it's already, like, you know, this is as good as you're gonna get for years and years. So like this is becoming increasingly more important. Starfield release date, my expectation, no Xbox. You mentioned Media Molecule before. Yeah, we got Bend, Bluepoint, Media Molecule. Okay, expectation, no Bend, no Bluepoint, no Media Molecule. Just my expectation. Again, if they pop up, I'll be like, oh, that's a surprise. You know? I'll say, I didn't expect this. Can I get, oh no, just came back from my previous job. I had to clean my desk and recover my favorite work mug. This whole thing has me numb. Yeah, that's a no-no. Got it. My volume is really loud. There we go. Well, I'm going to want to hear this. Square Enix. Yeah, all I said was no, but Square Enix always shows up to these with something. Square Enix announces new RPG in long-running franchise I've never played. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's probably time for a new Mana. DMC 6? No. Easy expectation. No Devil May Cry 6. Easy. I don't think they'll do... Ooh, wow. We're running low already, huh? I do think, They got a couple of games that are further out that are a little spicier for this kind of thing. So I think there's a shot at like a Pragmata boss fight. 8 minutes. Thanks for the heads up. Pragmata boss fight. Onimusha transformation. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Out of Capcom, that kind of thing. RE9 demo, I feel like it's too late, bro. 2 weeks. 2 weeks till RE9. I don't expect it. I'll put it in expectations if you want it. Stinky Ooh Hat. Thanks for being a 2-monther. Love a 2-monther. Yeah, no RE9 demo. I guess I should make those separate. Expectation, no Bloodborne. Game. Clearly, they still like to use Bloodborne as a visual reference. You know what I'm saying? If they are like, and you can, on PlayStation Plus, you can play a whole backlog of old games. They show Bloodborne. You know what I mean? So, like, there might be a Bloodborne reference. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra. No. No, I don't expect to see that. I don't know what's going on with that poor game. That's the Captain America and Black Panther game. Also, no Wolverine. My chat was begging for some new Wolverine. They say they got a new unlisted trailer on their YouTube channel. However, Insomniac explicitly said this week, see you in spring. Which is also why I think no Wolverine for Tokon, I guess. Free-to-play NetEase games? No, you're talking realistically. Yeah. Like, there's going to be a lot of partners in here. We must be realistic. Crimson Desert, to me, is like the perfect expectation. Yeah, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. That's using your noggin. Crimson Desert. Like, I'm going to say, like, dialogue heavy trailer. Character falls a great distance. J.J. Abrams talking head. For loop. Yeah. For loop. I think there might be some stylization I'm missing there. For loop beta announcement. Now we're getting realistic. Marathon demo? I don't think they'll do a marathon demo. I think marathon. What we do for marathon? Yeah, marathon's gonna have like they're gonna show you what a run looks like. Is what my expectation is. Phantom Blade, yeah, Phantom Blade always shows up for these two. Yep. Phantom Blade 0 boss fight. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Dream reveal would be, for you would be SOCOM. Hey, there's a chance that Bend is working on something SOCOM like, but way early. I think it's way early. Any unexpected PS2 or PSP emulator release? No, but I feel like when they do announce like here's what's coming to PlayStation Premium, they might show some cool PS2 games. Nothing I put down as an expectation. Remedy's fun, but not yet. No. Based off like the huge trailer Remedy had for the Game Awards, I feel like they're saving like an actual like gameplay trailer for Summer Game Fest. There are the Max Payne remakes though. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I don't expect it though. If we're talking, like, we're just talking my expectations, and you can say, Kyle, you didn't expect this when it's happening. Like when you see Max Payne in high def, You can say, Kyle, you didn't expect this. And I'll say, yeah, you're right. I didn't expect it. Any GTA 6 nod? No GTA 6. No, 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 no. No, I don't expect that. Ridnar, thank you for gifting a gift sub to lower your expectations. Even lower than now? Okay. No, I already said no Xbox. I really don't think so. You know what, though? I feel like... Microsoft Flight Simulator kind of sneaks in there. 2 minutes to go? Okay. I'll stick with my expectation and I'll say I didn't expect this. Astrobot announced for PC in my chat's dreams. Expectations a B. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Avowed is out in a week? Yeah, and I don't think it gets into the state of play is what I'm saying. Judas is a fun call. I like that. I like that. There is a trailer for Street Fighter 6 Alex gameplay. It's out there. Wolf of Sound, next being a 62-monther. You can watch him now. It's awesome. It was trailer of the week, in fact. The week it came out. Refreshing now, so my chat doesn't say refresh, please. And that's the last refresh. We don't do that again. No chat, please. No, no, no. No, thank you. Okay. Bildar is next being a 19-monther. And then Starvance, thanks for being a 4-monther. I won't be doing any form call-outs during the actual thing itself, but I'll try to catch up at the end of it. I'll try to catch up. If Jack and Daxter appears, will you play Jack X? I don't like Jack X. Okami, I think it's way too early for Okami. Still, sadly. That was basically in conceptual development 13 months ago, you know? Onimusha's like, yeah, just stick with Onimushas. Stick with the rivers and lakes. Anything Star Wars? There's always something Star Wars. I feel like that racing game is too early, and definitely the Casey Hudson game is way too early. Mega Magical Megan, thanks man 26-monther. Hey Kyle, still thankful for that bonus direct last week, and the Monster Hunter Stories was a highlight of my week. Happy early Valentine's Day. Guys, don't forget to show yourself and your friends some love too. Enjoy the state of play. This is Sony's Valentine's Day present to us. The racing game is this year? No way. That'd be wild. Parappa the Rapper? It is not wise to expect Parappa the Rapper. Oh, the XCOM Star Wars game. I keep forgetting about it. Yeah. Put it in. Put it in. Expect it. Expect it. Expect it. Officially put that in expectations. Show Mucho some Valentine's Day love? All right. The Way to Robot game, you expect that? You can't expect such a thing. You can't expect such a thing. That's not right. All right, 10 seconds. So we think they open big and close big. We think they're actually really going to try to impress us here. Let me know about volume. It seems low, actually. That might be too loud, but let me know. PlayStation Studios. They're going big for round one.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Yeah, that's cool. A Kena sequel's nice.
It's been a long time since we've had one of your kind in Cosmora. I'm glad you're here.
The first game had ridiculously nice animation. I feel like the developers were like came from a bunch of animation studios or something like that.
temple has been sealed as long as I can remember. Dangerous
They were punching
corruption
above their weight
was locked
class.
inside, along with the secrets
terms of their
forgotten
animation.
practice. Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
Okay, so what I was silently waiting for is like show an environment that you want to explore, and they did immediately after that. That was nice. Cutscenes went on a little long, but then they brought those moments. That's really nice. Some tough boss fights in that game.
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must always pass.
Perfect dodges, perfect
Regret
parries.
will bind you,
funny.
longing for the past you cannot change.
I love this in a trailer where they show like a cinematic reveal of the boss and then a few
Love
shots of you
will
fighting it.
bind
That's
you.
always really nice.
Yearning for a future you will not see.
All right, do we think 2026? This game looks complete to me. I think fall 2026. Great shot.
Unbound, may you depart in peace.
$2026.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh,
PlayStation
and this is
Studios,
my
I
brother
said on
Mike.
that.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at our next game, Kena, Scars of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kena Bridge of Spirits in 2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand
How's
our
volume, by
scope
the way?
while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kena has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora.
That shot right there.
home to
Yeah,
multiple
yeah, yeah,
distinct
yeah, yeah,
communities. On
I
this
want to play
adventure,
it. That's
Kena
to me
discovers
what
a
takes me
spirit
from
guide's role in
okay, I
helping
see what you're
living
doing
people,
to I want to play
not
it.
only
You know?
those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game.
This is very Nintendo
Deeper,
Directy,
more
by the way.
dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and of course, our charming spirit companions.
Kena, Scars of Cosmora releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
PC is notable because it's such a distinct single-player game. PlayStation Studios back-to-back is unexpected.
In the wilds of Eso, demons terrorized the land
Multiplayer, bro.
and subjugated its people.
Yeah.
They were known as the Spider, the Oni, the Kitsune, and the Snake. Many fought back. Many were cut down.
I played so much of this. I mean, look at it. It's, to me, a completely different game. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of more into this than I am Vanilla Yote.
Nothing can stop a true warrior from
No, I think
vengeance.
spring for this.
Not even death.
March 10th.
Who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You?
Here's that trailer chat wanted.
I can't wait to find out.
Nyx has definitely been since the PC port, yeah. I got a feeling suddenly this game won't be underrated anymore. People will come to understand once they're finally playing this on PC. They're gonna be like, wait. I want to redo my goatees. I want to redo my soundtrack of the year. And we'll have to say, too late. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. If you haven't played this yet, we're getting old. Little spoiler.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Fuck. Okay. Hey, here's For Loop.
Hi, I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games, and game director of For Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old.
Okay,
Result
prove it,
is For
yeah.
Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no two runs are ever the same.
Prove it. Here we go.
At the heart of For Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology and human ingenuity to plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents a different mission with its own risks, rewards, and surprises.
Love this, by the way.
votes to
Kind of
choose the
demonstration
next
style.
mission. Once you've chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources,
Oh,
or
they're
even
not
rescue
ready for a
survivors
beta.
that
Oh,
can offer
no.
cool upgrades from your gear, all while trying to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots.
You're
to
not
stop
ready yet.
We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location.
Very cool.
All the various
Very cool.
enemies, weapons, items, and mission
Ideas.
objectives are all designed to interact with each other in dynamic ways that create emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really want players to
running
try
well.
things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life.
Killbot drop pods.
And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again.
No ding dong.
Home base is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the Scanner Boss, a huge geologic surveyor that scans for flux deposits to harvest.
It looks like
Its
Unreal
scan
Engine
fields
5.
are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself.
This is silly,
Because
bro.
the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you want to spread out and attack it from all sides.
Okay.
All, of course, while avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser
My note
grids.
from producer Kyle, give it a face. Give the box a face.
Our goal here
If
is
that's
to
your
create
big
something
boss,
new,
give it a face.
where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of polish to come, and we need players like you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping us make this game truly great. We can't wait for you to play it for yourselves. Now, go and fail to save the world.
It was like he was gonna announce a beta. That was weird. That was so weird. That's crazy.
Hey, look! What's this?
That's the Earth. You really can make everything with lunafilament, huh? Looks a bit like New York.
I mean, we're getting a lot of the
Is that
same damn
Earth?
shots in the trailers at this point.
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
I haven't seen anyone besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
Nice slow start to this
Hey,
one, though. I
you?
like this.
What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage.
Oh my god.
I was a lot like you. I had a few bumps along the way. But I had someone looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
I would love if the trailer ended there. Pregnant.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
This trailer is basically that one. Basically, we were like skipping through the sequence. You know what I mean? We're basically looking at one level. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's horrific. Those are pragmatas. Oh my god, those were her. Those are evolved versions of the little girl.
That's 6 now.
Alright, so RE9 did get in.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Yeah, that's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
I don't even want to watch this. We're playing this in 2 weeks.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason.
Victor's the guy in the chair.
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant fool.
Leon, we're running out of time.
Was that revealed before?
Why me?
The team has settled on a person of interest. A former T-virus
It was
researcher.
hinted at before. Okay.
Casma.
Yeah, that's like RE4 remnants.
Who you are.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
That was a good trailer. I feel like that should have been the Game Awards trailer, you know? That was nice.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
Back to the police department.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin, we wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom. Both are coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Now,
Thanks.
let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to
Crystal
pre-order
Dynamics is
today.
making this?
The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel.
This is a PS2
This
game?
remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps, as well as bonus features like character skins.
Now, what do you have?
Crystal Dynamics made the original?
Lost
Yeah, but
levels,
they've been bad. They've
deep
been like,
lore, photo mode, and more. The digital deluxe version of the game
Legacy of
includes
Kain,
promotional
Soul Reaver
comics
1
and
and
a
2
playable demo of
remasters
Dark
have not been
Prophecy,
up to snuff.
The unreleased sequel to Defiance.
Given the
Fun
choice,
details, that's fun.
whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw against one's destiny, what was a king to do?
Legacy of
Never
Kain
trust
Defiance
Aspire.
Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
So that Crystal Dynamics is making this one is actually a big deal.
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine series, which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation.
Who had this in your list of expectations? You know what I'm
This
saying?
fantasy war strategy RPG tells the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire invading with overwhelming power. Enjoy
Don't say
deep
bingo.
strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters. And countless
It's weird,
hours
you
of
know, it's like
gameplay
Fire Emblem,
with 6 main
but
storylines
there's no
and side
combat
quests
zoom in. You
across
just look at your
24
tiny
nations.
units doing little things.
大陸の守護者たる私たちの兵をこうもたやすく
I like the cutscenes though.
Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
It's like a half compromise of animating your cutscenes. This is nice.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
こんにちは。シリーズプロデューサー
Dead
の
or
林で
Alive?
す。本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきま
Unexpected.
す。
Unexpected.
無限転身の名にかけて
Last round. You had your last round years ago, bro. I can't believe this.
オリジナルのデッドアライブ6をベースにダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにし、プレイステーション5用の最適化、新規コスチュームの追加、
One new character at
新
least,
たなフォ
right?
トモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています。
I saw some waggling breasts, bro. In
発売日
photo
同日
mode.
に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、シリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください。
What are they thinking?
あなたに私は倒せない
Just clanging around. And that comes out in June. That's crazy.
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。では最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
No, I do not think this will be free to play.
Dead or Alive シリーズ最新作も開発始動しました。
Got it.
続報をお待ちください。
Okay. There will be a DOA 7. This is Control 2. Cool. I didn't expect it.
I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a resonant on our
They
hands.
did a YouTube trailer thing there where they're like showing you the first 5 seconds, like they're trying to cram as much in.
Hello, everyone.
Because they're scared to do a slow start.
I'm Mikael Kasurinen, and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build.
Very
we
good.
play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero in a version of Manhattan.
This is
like you haven't seen
utilizing the
before.
platform, bro. If you got to stay to play, if you got 60+ minutes,
We
doesn't always have to be a
recently
trailer.
acquired
This is
Shift,
so
an
nice.
ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move
But
through
this is doing the
gravity
best way to show off this
anomalies and
game right
adapt
now.
to the world around him.
This is Gravity Rush.
Here we are showcasing a set of different forms of Dylan's main weapon. the
Though you might be only
Aberrant
able to switch
and
poles
his
when you're like next to a
supernatural
thing like that.
abilities. There are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Not the full Gravity Rush.
Any updates for me?
Kind of.
Yeah.
You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Focus, M.
Almost there, Zoe.
That was crazy, dude. They did the thing.
What
the
hell is that thing?
Try to stay alive out there. This guy did not need a radio chatter buddy. This is such a nice demo, though. This is really cool.
I think I hear something. I know where the Resonant is, Zoe. I'll call you back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date. And we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
We love dodging and we love parrying. Very cool, man. That was nice.
Long ago, you were made for this night, to save the age of man. Half human, half angel. They call you sin. I call you salvation.
I'm lost on this one. I don't know it. I call you salvation. They do have Darksiders-esque proportions for sure. Thick knights. We love parries. I'm gonna do a parry supercut. How many parries, how many dodges? Crimson Moon! I liked it. I think that was a really good trailer. It demonstrated what kind of game it is and what is different about it. This is the Game Freak. I think it was just like 2 weeks ago we saw this in the Xbox thing, right? State of Parry is very funny, chat. Thank you. State of Parry! It's like we're just now living with the consequences. That was nice. That was nice. Of like developers being like, oh, parry's nice. And then so like 5 years later, the parry games come out, you know? That was a nice trailer. I actually really liked that trailer.
Thanks to Fictions and
That
Game
wolf is
Freak
the
for that
beast.
new look at characters in combat in Beast of Reincarnation. It's coming to PS5 this summer.
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the original PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with Rayman 30th Anniversary
Release date's
Edition.
new, thanks.
This
I was
digital
so excited.
museum features 5 playable versions of the original game, including the 1995 PlayStation release enhanced with new accessibility options.
Fun.
Discover
Actually,
the
good
secrets
idea.
behind Rayman's development through a long-lost playable prototype.
Oh,
restored
excellent.
For the first
Just
time.
like Legacy of Kain.
An
I love
interactive
stuff like that.
documentary packed with unseen design documents and never-before-heard insights from the original creators.
It's like an actual doc, too. That's cool.
Voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow, while physical editions
Count
will
that
be
as a shadow
available June
drop. Count
26th.
that. Count that. Count that.
Mina the Hollower is an action-adventure title from the creators
Release
of
date.
Shovel Knight.
Release date. Release date. I'm not even gonna
Take
look,
control
dude.
of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save
Release
a
date.
cursed island. Whip foes into oblivion, burrow under hazards and monsters, and hunt down secrets. in
Yeah,
a
it's crazy. I did not put this in my
pixel-perfect love letter
expectations
to
even.
handheld
But
gaming.
yeah, I've been hungering for Ina. I thought it'd be a Nintendo announcement.
Mina the Hollower's release date is on the horizon. The limited time demo will be exclusively available on PlayStation 5 tomorrow.
I played a demo of that game already.
Set years before the events of the original game, this prologue tells the story of how Alba and the wolf cub Neva first met.
Neva prologue, that's crazy.
Alba must earn the young wolf's trust and guide her through the blighted wilderness. Together, they will face new enemies and endure perilous trials, while confronting a monstrous force that threatens to tear them apart. Players can look forward to using new gameplay mechanics in all new locations.
That's just a pup.
Neva Prologue launches February 19th.
That feels good. You know what I mean? Like having a tight, close release date for something like this, you know?
Up next, a tactical stealth action title from Shueisha Games and Acquire. A team with ninja credentials dating back to the Tenchu series.
This is gonna be sick. I liked that setup. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think a setup is nice instead of just like a cold open for a trailer, you know? I like that there's like some freaking sassy ninjas in there, you know? Big brawler ninjas. Lock-ticking ninjas. Top-heavy ninjas. Clanging ninjas, dude. Alright, so they're suggesting the game's tough. You're gonna lose sometimes. The camera is so weird. I don't know what to think about it. Implications multiplayer, right? Did you get that more than like you guide the entire team? I get the impression it's multiplayer. It looks tactical almost. Almost because of the camera, right?
We are the children of water, born of the goddess. You filthy creatures, faithless, soulless, unclean. This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
I feel like they want us to like not like this character, but everyone's into her. We all want her to win. Rooster Man. Holy shit. Is that us? Yeah, okay. We're Rooster Man. Holy fuck. goes the parry. Wow, I rather like this. This is cool. A lot of cool imagery in this game, I think. This is a nice trailer. Yeah, we're getting some good dodges. No parries yet. Wait, how did he kill that monkey? I don't think the blade made contact. That's messed up. You don't think this is in-game? This is in-game. I feel like most of what you're seeing is legit. Project Windless. Definitely not this year. That was nice, dude. We got to find out what's going on with that game.
Our newest racer has arrived!
Here's that racing game!
Welcome to the Galactic League! Since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
Chat says that game was teased back in 2022. It's one of my trailers of the show. I really love that trailer. That was nice. That was a great, like, I guess, debut if it was not revealed. Felt like Burnout for a second.
Impeding! Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
I think our character's helmet is intentionally unmemorable. I think that's a mistake. Great shots, though. You know, like a racing game with drama. The Empire alarm sound at the end there is so cool. 2026, okay. Wow.
Brace yourself!
Yeah, nobody evades Bond.
Bond is immature and reckless.
He doesn't miss a single one of these.
Other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
You what?
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the Double O's.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
Jibs, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
009, always a bad guy.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
In every timeline.
Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
I think it was a nice trailer, which is kind of crazy because, you know, we're seeing a lot of repeated zones and characters. That's their new release date. You would think they would show the game looking nice since they delayed it to improve
I'm Peter
it a bit.
Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the third-party portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners.
This is weird.
And it's even more exciting for me when those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games. And Konami is definitely one of those partners.
This is a big setup.
I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved, and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play.
Oh
So
my
to mark
God.
the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different. We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
Okay. That was weird. What a setup, right? They're trying to like position these announcements for like the most possible excitement. Whoa. Okay, 4 in Peace Walker. Okay. All right. Honestly, I was hoping for a little more than that, but 4 is huge, dude. 4 has not been playable since the PS3.
Outer heaven.
It's never
He's
left
taken
it.
command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the Sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers.
Will you do
I would
this
love to
for
replay
me?
this.
Will you terminate Liquid?
How long is my body gonna hold out?
So
When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death.
This
Easy, bro.
is
Easy.
my final mission.
So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
They're showing all the best parts,
You
man.
understand, Snake? Any means necessary. Just stop Liquid's insurrection. Liquid!
Because I knew where my loyalty belonged. Nukes. Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
This is a nice trailer too. I
We
feel
are
like they're
not
like
allowed to bear arms.
Please.
pumping it up as much as
You
possible.
must drive them
These are
out
nice
of our
cuts.
defenseless country as our deterrent.
Yes.
Nintendo would never let them. You know what I mean?
Over and over.
Awesome.
Solid Snake is back. You know, like to me, this is like defining the difference between the two announcements. That was nice. All right, do we think there's a secret edition to Volume 2? Is it really just these two games? Yeah, guess so. Okay. August is nice for
メタ
that.
ルギア
Yeah.
シリーズ制作プロデューサーの岡村典明です。メタルギアファンの皆様、大変お待たせいた
The
しました。
limited state for an extra like
プレイステーション3
second.
向け
That
の
was
みで
weird.
発売されていたメタルギアソリッド
Been
4
there, though.
ガンズ・オブ・ザ・パトリオットがプレイステーション5でついに遊べるようになります。加えてプレイステーションポータブル、プレイステーション3向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドピースウォーカーを含むメタルギアコレクションシリーズの第2弾となっております。メタルギアサーガのラストを飾る伝説の作品を最新ハードで
There's like 4. There are 4 handheld Metal Gear
現在
Solid
発売
games,
中
right?
のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクショ
That
ン
are
ボ
not
リュー
in
ム
any
1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、
Honestly,
ご覧
that's
のように
okay.
映像
You can keep that.
が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。
No, it does not improve it.
またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現
This
してお
is
りま
nice
す。
though. I like this.
本日よりアップデート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1も体験してみてください。さらに、今回の発表を記念いたしましてメタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。 50%オフという大変お求めやすい価格で購入できますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
That felt like the DOA 7 setup, you know? No, I forgot about Darwin's Paradox. This is a Konami game. No, it's a Konami game. I totally forgot about this shit, bro. Fun transition, right? They actually show the crossover and then they have a trailer for the game itself. And actually, this is a nice trailer for this game. Stream it? We should stream this, yeah. April 2nd for Darwin's Paradox. Play the demo tomorrow. Cool. Pay attention. Look up.
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty.
Phone's down.
By the grace of God, the King of France.
Dead Cells devs. Got it. That makes sense. This music's great. This is a really nice trailer. Great shot there.
So now, we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
That was sick.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイデアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないという方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
This is that Silent Hill game. This is Townfall.
Listen to me. You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. me, Simon.
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different.
Fun fake out.
I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
you can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Said he was born in 59. I feel like this takes place in the 90s. Oh yeah, because of his weird little TV, of course. This is nice. I was ready to be very dismissive of Townfall. That was a really good trailer. And it's coming out this year. Good God. Holy shit. That was a nice trailer.
A world shrouded by lightfall.
It's like these studios remembered how to make trailers again.
Death as they fall.
I thought it was a lost art. My chat just woke up. They're like, anime, finally. At last.
Hey! Ash, come on! Let's begin our journey.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here.
Turn-based combat, you think?
The light
I think it's action. Yeah, it is. Hey, we got another spot dodge. Yeah, I've seen more slow-mo dodges than I am parries. Rev Noir. I didn't see it. I didn't see the special sauce
皆
in
さ
that
ん
game.
こんにちは。プロデューサーの門井です。ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょう
Just
か
okay.
レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG で
LTD keeps
す。
sticking.
私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと、突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。
Town looked empty, dude.
今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
Just okay, bro. Just okay. So that was fun. They gave them a Konami block. That was cool. I liked that, actually. Kind of funny. They even mentioned that they shot that in their esports studio and all that.
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
He must be versatile, capable, adaptable.
It's like a game that takes place during his Baba Yaga phase, right?
He must be grounded, stable, constant.
I don't think CG is the best way to sell this.
I believe you are ready, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Nice. All you get is the yeah. All you get is the yeah. Saber Interactive. I guess as an announcement trailer, it works.
This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's a lovely day outside. It's quiet. Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time. For those who did not wake, your restless dreams endure. So small among the stars. Breathe softly. Do not worry. Peace is upon you. And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! 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 This is General Dan Greed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau Ceti 4.
Like a story trailer.
Whatever's out there. We need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back.
Opposite direction, I thought they
Mayday! Mayday! This is Dan Greed. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying.
Say Tau Ceti again.
We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters.
We're monsters.
We're all monsters.
We're monsters. It's like a Daniel Day-Lewis delivery of that line. We're monsters.
Embrace. Embrace.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
I don't know what to think about that trailer. Server Slam! Okay, there's one more. One more beta to go, sure enough.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe Ziegler and I'm the game director on Marathon. Today we're excited to announce our Server Slam from February 26th through March 2nd. where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms.
I didn't write it down. What's the name of the planet,
Our
chat?
server slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms that pay homage to some of our favorite PlayStation games, including Helldivers 2, Death Stranding 2, and Ghost of Yotei, all available at launch.
The Death Stranding 2 guitar is sweet. I like that.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Oh shit, I missed it again. What's the name of the planet? They said Tau Ceti more than they said Marathon.
Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th with the server slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months. Up first, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week. Developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go! In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities.
The drum
while
set
protecting
mission's
the
actually
city
really
from
sweet.
iconic villains.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
It's like my favorite side quest. Chain.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes 2 fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection, a fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
Fun pickup. Oh, is that it? Are we done? That's our classic? No.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller, simulating the original light gun experience.
Very clever. That's a good idea. That's nice.
Big Walk is a cooperative
This was a big
multiplayer
pickup in our
adventure about
fantasy league.
teamwork and talking.
Oh, did they, huh?
Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and
There's more
playful
cool puzzle stuff than I
discoveries.
thought there was going to be. That looked neat.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Saros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game releases April 30th, and creative director Gregory Loudon has even more systems and combat to break down. Let's take a look.
Streamer slop? It looks too smart for me. You know what I mean? The joke isn't, oh no, you fell really far. Like, the joke is
What
like,
is that
bro,
for you,
pay
Archer?
attention. What shape?
Finishing the mission.
Describe the shape.
Keeping people safe.
So maybe it is streamer slop still.
All right, John. I know you better than that.
Hey
Actually, I love
everyone,
that delivery.
I'm Gregory Loudon, creative director at Housemarque.
Better than that.
Today we're excited to show off our Comeback Stronger features and Eclipse gameplay running on PlayStation 5. In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj,
Yeah.
performed
Just
by
show him
the
kicking
brilliant
butt.
Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable. But in Saros, death only means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the Passage. You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries of Carcosa.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die.
So many.
Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes.
This is the
and
time to show
acquire
this stuff
special
off. I actually
perks.
love this shit. I love this shit. This is the moment.
With Carcosan modifiers, you can adjust your experience by, for example,
Sure, you
making
can't do this at
hostiles
the Game
tougher,
Awards, I get it.
weaker, or even removing the second chance ability entirely. However, all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level.
That's so cool.
Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked.
What a cool visual is this. Sakurai would have
getting
loved
back
that.
into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world. Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot
The
at what
melee
killed
looks
you the first
satisfying to
time
use,
around.
actually.
Eventually, you come across an alien device. By using it, you discover that it calls the Eclipse. The Eclipse corrupts the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay, our audio, and our visuals on Carcosa. Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum armor integrity, but you can restore it by using your power weapon. Weapons and artifacts also become corrupted, which alters them in both positive and negative ways, which ramps up the challenge. We can't wait for you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
Good counter. That was a parry. Projectile parry. I really feel like that was nice. That was really nice. And I do like the crossover references to each other's games. This might be Tokon. It is.
Trembles. Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle.
I forget that guy's name. His name is like the
world
champion
may
or
hate
something.
us, we still have to save it.
Finally, some anime.
A true team is unbreakable. You cannot stand against the storm.
Oh, it's Wolverine time.
Feel the
Gladiator's that
power
guy's
of
name.
Mother
Yeah, yeah.
Earth.
It's Wolverine time.
Let me at them, Storm.
Let me at them.
Limbo is waiting.
Ooh, I like the stylization of magic. That's cool. Yeah.
Time to end this.
I've got this one. I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, Bob.
You're cooked, Bob. Looks great, dude.
Initiating attack.
I don't know this butterfly.
I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology.
Danger. Hell yeah.
Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this.
We are stronger together.
Just poke it with his claws. August release date? No way. Okay, roll back too. So each of those 5 quadrants, 5 sections represented a team. So there's Team X-Men, that means there's Team Spider-Man, Team Doctor Doom. There's gonna be a full team of villains.
To introduce the mutants as the newly formed Unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel.
They just revealed a ton about the roster here. I think that's where the 20 comes from. Yeah. 5 groups of 4. Howard the Duck, I think, was just like a sticker or something.
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able
New
to
Yorkers,
shred
yeah. The Hell's Kitchen team, that's a good idea, Chad. So maybe not Team Spider-Man, but maybe you get like
デンジャーは
Daredevil in
体
there.
のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
Does anybody
She's
know
trained the
Danger? I
X-Men
feel like
over
that's such a
years
fun
through
pickup,
battle
dude.
simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps. that
No
her
one
opponents are
requested,
gonna feel like they're running an obstacle
Danger.
course.
You love
ト
Danger
レー
in
ラー
the
の冒
comics.
頭で
That's
は
cool.
新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Please check it out and
stay tuned.
Danger is the danger room that became sentient and broke out of her confines that Professor X put on her. That's so fun. Good lore. Does that make her miss Evo? Evo is earlier this year, so they're gonna miss it. What do those colors mean? This is weird.
Zeus! Your son has returned.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look,
TC
we are
has charisma.
happy and excited to finally confirm that, the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man, I know. Sit down. Now, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you. That's all you get. So, thank you for 2 strong decades of support, and we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go. Go!
Okay. Trilogy remake was a crazy announcement. That kind of fell flat for me. That is such like a big project they just decided to take on.
Before I was a god, I was a Spartan.
Spartans! Our duty is to Sparta. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Press your attack! Don't relent! Never on our backs! Never left behind! Always united!
He's just a little squirt.
The legendary saga.
Wow, some of this animation is crazy.
Of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins here.
Heroes, be ready for Sparta!
For Sparta! Crazy. It's not at all how I expected it to look.
This is only the beginning.
a drop from the shadows. That's a drop from the shadows. Man, that was good. 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 Now seeing what the 2D Metroidvania God of War game is, it's not the kind of like super hyped game you would announce a year ahead of time. It's right for a shadow drop. That feels nice. Should have been Mina. Should have been Mina. Yeah, that was really, really nice. One of my favorite things in a Metroidvania game is getting upgrades. I wonder if you're just like a little squirt in a robe the entire game. In a toga. Like, do you get a helmet at any point, you know? Can we get a helmet? Yeah, that was nice. Let's let me see if I can pull up the whole thing real quick. That was really nice. That was a nice state of play. I guess we should do expectations and reality real quick. Knock that out. Could do with a little more gameplay, not centered around combat. Yeah, I don't think there's like a lot of like platforming to the game in terms of like what you expect from Metroidvania. And especially like, you know, what we saw in that Castlevania game, which I think showed off a ton of non-combat gameplay. 64 minutes was the expectation. We came in at 74 minutes. Wow. That was long, bro. That was really, really long. That was really, really long. 10-minute deep dive for a final announcement did not come to pass, actually. I wouldn't say there was a deep dive for any game, so I do feel like reality like incorrect. I feel like that was last week's Horizon announcement, basically. Though the Konami thing did get some special treatment, it definitely was not at the same level as like the Tokona announcement and how much time they spent talking about that. Fair Games is not dead. Definitely Americaning. No, my God. Reality, no appearance of Fair Games. That was tough. Marathon, Saros, Demonstrate, Runs. I would say Marathon. Story trailer. Saros, correct. I'm taking the win on that one. I did not really care for that Marathon trailer. I think it used like a lot of dialogue that you're gonna hear in game, you know what I mean, off some audio tape you collect. They keep using these cutscenes that I think are from like the introductions of like the different factions you could join, you know? Basically, here's what I think about that Marathon story trailer. They're presenting it to be more of a story-focused game than it really is. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I feel like they're taking these tiny bits of story and like making them an entire trailer out of that. I don't know. I did not like that trailer so much. Saros, I feel like used the moment correctly to like straight up show you like their in-game menus. And I think that's so important in something like a State of Play where you have plenty of time. I really liked the Saros trailer and demonstration. I thought it was nice. God of War 2D to Metroidvania. That is correct. Available today. We might have to stream that tomorrow. I'm wondering if people will be more hyped for Mario or this, but it sounds like Mario won't even last 8 hours. So maybe we do Mario Tennis and God of War Sons of Sparta tomorrow. $30 is what you would expect? Ooh, good question. What's this going to cost? My expectation is $40. I was hoping Rayman would be streamed? Yeah, right. This thing just killed Rayman. Any hope you had for Rayman just died at the hands of the spears of Kratos and his little brother. It is $30. Got it. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's nice. No Sony Santa Monica game. Technically incorrect. God of War Trilogy Remastered announced. This is such a weird announcement. I thought we're past this. I think it was announced the way it was, almost as like an IP announcement. Oh, remake, of course. God of War Trilogy remake, which I think makes it even bigger undertaking. Here's to the next 20 years. I feel like this to me is kind of just like Sony reinforcing the franchise as, you know, they're shooting the Amazon series, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, here's the truth. This game's animation is crazy. It's not what I would consider a strong entry into the franchise, at least visually, right? So I feel like maybe you make this announcement on top of this announcement to reinforce that, like, you're dead serious about the franchise. 2030. Yeah. It'll be a long time till we play this game. What is crazy about it? Just like this will take 5 to 8 years. So to show it now with a logo is nuts. Yeah, to me this is more like about like a franchise reinforcement than anything. If God of War Remake is in the newer game's third-person view, does that change opinions? No. God of War 1 and 2 are sick. God of War 3 also like a pretty good game. I don't think that like people look down on these games for how fun they are to play. It's going to be really tough to go back to that version of Kratos. This game's 2 players. That's fun. That's really cool. Tokon character reveals Hulk tier but not Wolverine. Incorrect. Well, shit. We gotta go. I gotta see that breakdown of what the 5 different teams are. Incorrect. Team X-Men revealed. That was such a fun reveal, dude. Because I actually like, you know, I'm pretty hyped up on Wolverine. Obviously, I think the moveset they demonstrated utilizes claws, which I think is the most important thing. If you're playing as Wolverine, we want to slash. Sorry, I wanted to make this announcement more exciting. No. I can almost guarantee you this God of War Trilogy remake won't have the fixed camera angles. I'm not excited about this because it's so far away. Magic looks great is all I wanted to say. I was into Danger and I was into Wolverine, but like Magic is a really nice reinterpretation of that character too. Using the Tokon style. You're right. Like one thing that hasn't been, I feel like, fully utilized with Tokon. The first time you saw Iron Man, you're like, cool, anime Iron Man. And then sometimes some characters are just like the version of those characters you're used to seeing. Like Wolverine was pretty basic. That was like a pretty basic, I guess, big-chested Wolverine. So yeah, it's cool. I want to see them do interpretations. No. There's a little accent over the E. It is Tokon. Nice try. Try to correct me again on that. What you're missing is there's a little line over that. Oh. Come on now. No VR. That was correct. It is highly likely that they will never have another section of a state of play where they talk about PSVR 2. Am I wrong? Is the accent over the first O? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. We're doing my expectations versus reality of the PlayStation Presents we just watched. Sorry, the state of play. Main villain reveal for First Light. No, incorrect. But pretty nice trailer. I would say that trailer was not as bad as previous First Light showings. You think 009 is the main villain, which was mentioned in the first trailer? Yeah. Pretty nice trailer. Bond Babe reveal. I swear every woman that was in that trailer was already previously seen in other trailers. That's the thing. They're just like running out of content. All right, the group leads are Cap, Storm, Spidey, Doom, Ghost Rider. Okay, I think Cap is going to be Team Avengers. That's where we could fit in Thor and Wasp and She-Hulk. Storm's Team X-Men. Spidey, I like his Team New York as opposed to Team Spider-Man, but I don't know. They might just do like 3 other Spider-Man characters. Because chat brought up Doctor Doom could work for New York as well. Where's Star-Lord? So Star-Lord has to be in one of those 5 quadrants. Yeah. I guess not a quadrant. Ghost Rider? Yeah, maybe Ghost Rider's got Star-Lord for some reason. And yeah, I want Doom to be team villains. Yeah. This is such an upgrade in terms of character design. That's a danger in the comics. There's a new rumor of Sonic and Knuckles Unleashed in the vein of Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yeah, obviously I'll play Unleashed anytime, but that's a dumb rumor. Sonic Frontiers 2, incorrect. Still plenty of time to announce a new Sonic game that comes out this year. Just didn't happen today. Yote multiplayer reveal, correct. That had a release date of March something, March 10th, I think. Yeah. I don't, it's not the cosmic version of Ghost Rider, but yeah, we could put them together as like space guys. Yeah, that comes out in March. March 10th. That's Mario Day. That's right. Yeah. That was a pretty nice trailer. What I would have done though is maybe instead of like the story setup, but like which is not that important. Showing off more of like character customization, the loot that you're building towards, The DLC is also free. Yeah. Attached to a $70 game, but you're right. Yeah. No additional cost, we should say. No Final Fantasy VII Remake 3, correct. My chat was getting a little too excited pre-stream. No new hardware, no new controller color. No new hardware. No controller color. So, half correct. No new hardware. At all. No new PSSR update. Yeah, that's correct. No Xbox. No Bend, no Blue Point, no Media Molecule. Correct. Square Enix announces new RPG and long-running franchise I've never played. What was that first one called? The Brigantine Abyss? Incorrect. Square Enix did not appear. This fine event. Thanks, chat. No Devil May Cry 6. Correct. Come on, chat. Come on now. Pragmata boss fight. Onimusha transformation. I would say it was more like a Pragmata. I would say that's like an environmental trailer more than anything, No Onimusha. So we'll say incorrect. No Resident Evil 9 demo. That is correct. Good thing I specified. No Bloodborne game. That is correct also. No Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Also correct. No Wolverine. Correct. We're talking about Insomniac's Wolverine, of course, chat. Crimson Desert dialogue heavy trailer, character falls a great distance. No Crimson Desert today. For Loop beta announcement. Okay. This one was crazy because they kind of announced the beta, but there was no release date. Audience was simply encouraged to eventually test the game. Another Legacy of Kain game was revealed shortly after the State of Play. 2D titles, Legacy of Kain Ascendance, which launches March 31st. I'm going to have to check that out. For Loop looks really rough. It looks really, really rough. I was happy where they keep saying, like, we got so many weird, cool things that can happen during a game. And it's like, show one. Show one weird thing. And they at least got, you know, like the Minecraft teleport marble. But, yeah, the game still looks rough. And I would say, more importantly, more disastrously, short on character. I think the game's short on character. I think they need to, like, add, like, a little creature. They need to add little frumpuses, you know? The cube needs a face. As I was saying, like, if you're just fighting this one cube for 10 minutes straight, it needs to be something you can hate more, that you'd be actively excited to hate. And it's just a cube, dude. So, yeah, I think the cube needs to have some sort of expressiveness, you know? The things we enjoy fighting. Think about your favorite video game bosses. How many of them are cubes? Phantom Blade Zero boss fight. Oh, no, incorrect. No Phantom Blade Zero either. For Loop looked like a PUBG season. Yeah. Yeah. No Remedy. Incorrect. Big incorrect. I'll go all caps on that. What's the actual name of the game? Resonant. One of my favorites? I want to call it a demo. Obviously, demo is implied something you can play. I'll just say demonstration then. That was really nice. No GTA 6, obviously. Correct. Expectation! Expectation! Of a B. And the reality... Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I think I nailed that. I think that's a B. A would have been something where I'm actually, you know what I mean? Like, the God of War guy was like, stay in your seats. A is something where I would have been out of my seat, you know? You gotta save A's for A's. But, and I'll go into it in the video I'm about to make. Terrific game demonstrations. Kena 2 is obviously like more of a, I guess we can go back. Let me pull up that video again. Kena 2 is more of a trailer, right? There was like, you know, a mix of trailers and people explaining their games. But like, I'm so into taking this moment where you have everybody just watching live together to show somebody playing your video game. It's crazy to me people don't do it more often. Insane. What's your explanation of what's going on at Konami? Konami's been, you know what I mean? Like, they explained it. They say we want to make games again. That's why we've been re-releasing all of these Castlevania games. Take a hint, chat. They're up to something with Metal Gear Solid. Take the hint. They're up to something. Huh. It's kind of crazy. It looks like the State of Play itself is no longer listed. I'll get it. I'll find it. There will be a new Metal Gear Solid game announced within the next 3 years. I believe that. Yeah, they delisted the whole video. It's not just a chunk of trailers. Damn. Just gone? Yeah, I guess I'll just type that in. gonna say 0. Nope. Oh my god. Fuck. Actually, I can just go to my history. Just bring it back. Just bring it back. I got it back. All right. Yeah, it was in my history. Chat, I can't click links in chat because different PC. Oh yeah. Let me see that Legacy of Kain thing. Konami said new Metal Gear stuff is coming out, didn't they? I feel like it's at least, if not explicitly stated, heavily implied.
The moment his wings were revealed, Nosgoth trembled.
Nosgoth. Oh. Okay. Still loud, my bad. There's a parry. Yeah, they look like GBA sprites. Whoa, that was weird. Like some DS style interactions there. Okay. All right. Okay. That was I feel like perhaps intentionally left out of the state of play. Is there an oversaturation of Metroidvanias? No. Absolutely not. I don't know what narrative you're trying to drive here, chat. I don't care for it. Yeah, I think this was a really good... Oh, this sucks, though. The archive is only up to 1080p. So if I want all the other trailers, I'll just have to pluck them individually. I hope everything's listed. I think this was a really nice trailer. Eventually, it does get to, like, okay, stop showing how nice your cutscenes are. There, boom. And what do you see here? Places you want to go to. Weenies. Perfect. Perfect shot. Yeah. I want to walk up here. You get what I'm saying? Great shots, dude. Though, to be honest with you, I'm not positive we'll be able to walk up there. This one, you definitely walk that. Okay. And then they show off a bunch of their combat mechanics. Yeah, this is a nice trailer. Here's the thing. The reason this is a B is the trailers are so dang nice. You could definitely say, like, ew, the announcements weren't quite what I wanted, but I'm talking about, like, what's on the page, bro. Like, what they actually showed. This is how you show off a game, man. The trailer. This was like back-to-back really nice trailers. Will the little goobers return? The little goobers will return. The dog will not have a hat. Actually, you know what? The goobers had hats, didn't they? Yeah, you'll probably get a hat for your dog. I think it's more of a fox. Anyway, that was nice. Okay, and then something I might want to talk about. I always make fun of Nintendo for doing this, but now I wonder if this is actually genius. The watch a trailer and then have somebody explain it to you immediately afterward technique, I think is reinforcement of what you just saw. I think it's actually good for human brains to see the same thing back to back and have it like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember, like, it's just like, you're going to remember it better, you know? Yeah, that's no dog. All right. Anyway. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see PlayStation Studios back to back, but no, the trailer for the multiplayer mode is the right way to go. Look at this dumb demon. Fun stuff though, dude. They're like showing like late game stuff. Oh, is this our buddy? Yeah, that's no demon. That's your multiplayer companion. Got it. Got it. I was wondering, why is he moving like that? It's your buddy, dude. Got it. Yeah, here you are as him. Okay. Mr. Dodge. Very cool. Yeah, I'm in for that. DS2 for PC. Finally, chat will understand how good the game is. Nice trailer showed off way too much. I'm not going to let you even look at that anymore. For loop. Okay. This is a really interesting example of I don't like how your game looks, but I think you demonstrated it well. You know what I mean? Like, they were answering the questions I had. Like, just show what this actual map is. That whole thing was in the reveal trailer like 2 or 3 times. So it's nice that they're out here explaining it, you know? Unfortunately, like, we understood a lot of for loop. We got it, man. It wasn't like we watched that reveal trailer and we're like, what? I don't get what this is. Like, we get what this is and it's not enough, you know? This game is basically in bless your heart territory right now. Like, that's fun. That's a fun mechanic. I like that. This guy's got one big weak point on his backpack, dead. That's rough. This game, I don't even know how to turn this one around. I don't even know. I got to move on. It's bumming me out. Give the cube a face. Give the cube a face. That's my #1 tip. Yeah, so Pragmata, I feel like, was kind of like a vibes trailer, which is really interesting. Very slow. But again, I kind of like using this opportunity of a state of play to just kind of like chill out for a second. Let the game be what it is. In Pragmata, you're this guy. He grew up in an orphanage. You know, you don't fucking need narration every time, you know? And then they do show these freaky enemies right here, who I'm not sure were revealed before. But that's her, bro. I mean, these things are the same as that little girl. God, that is so freaky. And it's going to be like, so you're cool with shooting them. Would you shoot me? It's like, no, you're different. You're different. You're a different kind of robot. Can we stop killing the robots? Like, no, they're chasing us. We can't just stop killing them. RE9 demo or trailer, I don't want to look at again. I think it was a good trailer, but, you know, bro, we're so close now. We're so close. This was a really cool announcement. Crystal Dynamics has had a rough few years. So it's nice to know that they got, you know, a portion of the team, like, they've been working on this, you know, just like, hey, man, get a project. Put some stuff out. The alternate costumes, I think, is fun, and what a fun way to demonstrate them, dude. This looks nice. This actually looks really, really nice. We're playing RE9. We're playing it, yeah. It's happening. And then I think it's got a lot of really cool bonus features like this stuff. They're like, yeah, there's a canceled sequel, but we had some stuff done here. You can check it out. Awesome. Awesome. Vanilla Defiance is on PS5 now. Got it. I mean, this would be the way you'd want to play it, though, dude. That was cool. This game I didn't fully get. This is the Abyss game. Yeah. Fire Emblem, but with hexes. This. I feel like, you know, they're like this is a neat compromise of like fully animating a cutscene. It's neat. But yeah, I don't really have anything nice to say about that. That was the first ho-hum trailer of the show. This shit's crazy. Dead or Alive 6 last round. And the reason they're releasing this is that there is a new Dead or Alive game in development. There's no reason to release this game again. I'm pretty sure fans of the franchise hate this game. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me know. This is not a beloved, underrated game, at least in reputation. Just clanging around. Oh, I'm sorry. They do say we plan to release new characters. We plan to release new characters and costumes. No, I caught new characters is crazy, dude. Because, yeah, I want to just skip to that trailer for DOA 7. I was still thinking this was going to be like a trailer for DOA 6. You know what I mean? The way he said, like, I'm so happy we were able to hear for this announcement, you know? All right. I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like they have to acknowledge they dropped the ball with DOA 6. I feel like they got to acknowledge this is our chance to revitalize the franchise. And to me, it's like, no. It's a booby fighting game. It's a fighting game about boobies. Yeah, like if you compare that to like the Virtua Fighter teaser, which was really good, dude. The Virtua Fighter teaser, you're like, wow, I can't believe this looks this good. Even I would say like the Tekken 8 teaser. It's like, dang, this looks good. They're going for next gen. They're going for something seriously next gen here. And then for DOA, they're like, yeah. Look at this set. You know, it's like, all right. Okay, bro. Like that can't be it, dude. What you must learn is it can't, like your game can't just be horny. Horny is the cheese of the cheeseburger, but you still need a burger in there, bro. When the proper direct happens, will DOA have a bigger anniversary than Zelda? No, Zelda, they're going to do something crazy with Zelda this year, I feel like. Cheese sandwich, you're right, yes. They're making DOA 7 look like a cheese sandwich. You gotta put some burger in there. Grilled cheese is a proper sandwich. All right. I'm going to watch this again later. Second by second. I actually think this is so great. You got like full HUD up for a game that was like just I guess debuted at the Game Awards. So to like show the game this freely and openly, I love this kind of thing. Yeah, this is terrific. It was crazy you have like a little radio chatter assistant, no doubt. Just don't die out there, okay? You know, okay. You have a good angle for delayed input. What is nice about non-delayed input videos, I don't need an angle. I just do hot takeaways. I don't need to press a narrative, you know what I mean? I don't need to make a point. I can just say this was good, this was bad. We're not going to watch the Silent Hill transmission because I got to get working on a script, though. What was this called? Something Moon? Crimson Moon, I feel like it was a really good debut. I liked his trailer a lot. This what I would rewatch this, too. Yeah, this was a cool trailer. I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like, it's not easy to differentiate your aesthetic, you know, when you're going for a medieval... Gothic medieval vibes. And so I wouldn't necessarily say you look at a screenshot and you know, oh yeah, that's Crimson Moon. Because it could be a lot of things. But I think they're at least expressing something in this character design. The Thick Knights. I think this was a nice trailer for the Beast of Reincarnation. That was nice. Yeah, a lot of good trailers in this show. Good job, good job. And then, okay, we do get Nintendo Directified halfway through this thing. Now we're going to stand here and explain stuff to you because, you know, I've honestly, and like sometimes the explanation works better for like this Rayman thing. Go ahead and explain every bit of this. You're hoping I'd stream this. I hate this shit. I hate this. I hate this. I actually hate this. Mina does not have her. I'm so bummed about that. If anyone thought the show deserved a B+, it'll never get there because Mina does not have a release date. They said spring. That game had a release date, October 30th. It had it. It had one. They had a release date. All of spring. Yeah. This game was a neat debut, I guess, but I feel like there's a lot of question marks about like how you actually play it. Yeah. And then this trailer I like a lot. This is the Rooster game. Look at that character design. Everyone is on board for this. Don't you realize? Don't you realize? Everyone's on board for this. This is the game they've been scared to make for the last 20 years, it feels like. It's based on a novel. They did say that. They say that in the intro of this, actually. They've been too scared, man. Yeah, we're watching this at 1080p. Now it's super blurry. Yeah, I was worried when that guy appeared, right? I'm like, okay, is this a second playable character? So maybe there's just like a roster? It's like, no, this is the Roosters game. That was a dude, but you're not playing as him. You're the Rooster. We know who the star is. Looks like he's got some armor there too, yeah? So cool, dude. What a debut. All right, yeah, I feel like he gets a cheap kill on this monkey. Monkey's alive. Monkey's alive. Oh, no, that sword makes contact. Yep. I see it. Yeah. Dead monkey. He got it in there. Righteous kill. This game rules, dude. This did not have a release year. This could be a while. This might be one that we like occasionally like, dude, you remember that Rooster game? This could be a while, man. Because I feel like everything they show is maybe from like the first 3 hours of the game, you know, like the first like 10% of what this game eventually will be. In development. Yeah. Good luck to you. Craft in Montreal sounds to me like it's probably a studio that was purchased and renamed, you know? I don't know anything about Craft in Montreal. This is us. What's kind of neat about this trailer is they're showing off the story mode for this game, which is something I'm really interested in. I like a story mode in a racing game. I think you want to make your character look more unique and stand out. You know what I mean? Like, look at these guys. We get it towards the end, but to me, this is not what Star Wars is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, just look at episode 1. Look at the freaks they put in the other race cars. What are we looking at here? What about Screamer? I've been checking out Screamer. I'd be down to stream it, I think. We'll see. I think Screamer looks really cool. But talk about the game itself. It does seem like a little, Burnout-like, right? Where you get your, like, crash cams. Yeah, so we took somebody out. At the end of the race, he comes to yell at us. So this is a cutscene in the middle of the story mode. That's fun. Look at that weird Millennium Falcon like. I kind of hate it. It's a little too Millennium Falcon like. If you've got these like the little circles on top of your disc that's got add-ons to it, like okay, all right, come on now. Come on now. Yeah, so my question is basically like with a game like this where they're trying to tell a narrative the whole time, I think what that might sacrifice is like what they expect from you in every race, and also if every race they're going to try to go for cinematic drama. And it was something that I was like just hating from that Sonic kart game that came out last year, right? In that like if they're trying to like push these rivals, those rivals then have to be present for the last lap of the race. You know what I mean? We're gonna rubber band these guys the hardest. That's my fear for this game after watching this trailer. Star Wars Galactic Racer. Nice trailer though. No, I don't know anything about Fuse Games or Secret Mode. Great logo. I gotta agree. All right, so this was God, that guy. This was the 007 trailer. I actually think it's like a nice edit, but again, we're looking at like a lot of the same scenes, just different shots from them. You know, I don't know if we've ever saw his like recruitment phase there. We'll have to climb an obstacle course. We're gonna solve some problem in a way they never expected anybody to do it in. What you want to see the most, I feel like, in an IOI trailer though, and there's like hints of it, is like unconventional ways to get through a mission. You want to Hitman it, you know? I don't think there's a lot of that. There we go. You see a little Hitman stuff in there. Fuse are X, Codemasters, and Criterion. Cool. Secret Mode used to be part of Sumo Digital. Got it. Will I have a robust character created the Star Wars game? I'm going to say no, but you get a lot of cosmetic options. Okay, so this was, I mean, I don't even know how to interpret this. A really weird portion where they're setting up, they say, Konami's got some big announcements for you. So they set up in their esports Tokyo Bay studio. Like, who gives a shit, really? That ultimately didn't matter at all. I think it was their way of saying, Konami, thank you for bringing these announcements to our show. That was like a sign of respect, you know? Anyway, Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to modern day consoles, presumably Switch 2 even. I don't even know what this took, bro. This game was like hard coded to PlayStation 3 hardware, you know? It's like you just like couldn't get it to run on anything else. That's fun. It's on Switch 1 even. That's crazy. I do feel like it might be dirt on Switch 1. And Peace Walker also coming to the collection. And that's it. The collection is 2 games, which is technically a collection. If you have 2 cars, you got a car collection. Peace Walker, I'm less excited to replay. I tried that when they put out the HD collection, and I couldn't get into it. Oh! I missed this. Yeah. Look at that. It's still a weak collection. It's still a weak collection. However, yeah, that's the Game Boy Color game. Metal Gear Ghost Babel is the Game Boy Color game. I might be down to stream that, actually. I love that game. If you want to, like, that's basically like top tier Game Boy Color graphics. You know what I mean? Like, basically, that like this represents the best the Game Boy Color ever produced. They needed revengeance. Yeah. There's Acid 1 and Acid 2 and Portable Ops as well. And so I guess the fear is that those games might never come to any collection, you know? That's cool. That's bonus content. I missed that. These upgrades are coming out today, but like They're like, hey, you see these like blurry snow pixels? We made them into nice crisp squares. Now the snow is truly squares. You're like, oh, all right. Yeah, Revengeance could be a collection 3. I hear you. I hear you. Revengeance would be a really... Revengeance might be hyped up enough to be its own separate release. However, I would say, you know, this looks really nice in Metal Gear Solid 3. Okay. Yes, the Octopus game. We'll probably stream it. I'm not opposed to it. I think that was a fun way to show off that game. This I kind of want to watch in action again. I think this looks great. This is from the Dead Cells developers, my chat says. So then you wonder, is it a... That is so weird. Okay. So maybe that's the first time we pick up the weapon. The question is, are we doing runs? Or is this a standard Metroidvania, Castlevania game? Is there a fixed castle that we are simply exploring? We open this chest. A card pops up with the whip in it. Now we've got a whip. I don't know, man. With there being a save room, I don't think it's a roguelike. I don't think so. I like those skeleton towers. Yeah, those are always fun. Just eat shit there. That's fun too. Yeah, this is a good trailer, man. They just put some nice shit in this show. Notre Dame. This is Trevor Belmont? Is that what we're saying? You think the Metal Gear patches will improve performance on Switch 2? No. Trevor and Sifa's daughters, most likely. I think so too. Yeah. I saw somewhere it's Trevor's successor. Yeah. I'm with you, Chad. I'm with you. I think Trevor's the one reading that letter. Yeah, that was a cool announcement. And then, yeah, very Nintendo Direct style. Watch the trailer, and now we're going to explain it again. This trailer I got to rewatch. I was really impressed with the Townfall trailer, man. I thought for sure this was just going to be like another dumb Silent Hill offshoot. They wouldn't get the tone right. But this is so, like this trailer is so well paced. And I mean, look at this cutscene direction, bro. Like, oh my God, that's so funny. I wonder if like, shit, sorry. Like you even get, I mean, look at that, bro. It's pulling focus. You still see SI. Yeah, not till that moment. That's funny. Great tease. Yeah. And what's funny, I mean, like, that's written as a moment in the video game, but I'm glad it could be a part of its reveal trailer. Basically, that they ruined that surprise for anybody playing the game, but it works as a trailer itself. 2D exploration action title. Yeah, but I bet like Dead Cells is played the exact same way. Trevor Belmont's successor officially. Cool. It's not Trevor himself. Will you play it now that you're a horror game streamer? No. God, this shit's so freaky. Yeah. This is where the trailer changes right there at that red shot, dude. That's so cool. That's so nice. Boom. This trailer will never be nice again. From here on out, we're going to freak you the F out. You will never feel safe or at ease for the rest of this trailer. This is such a nice trailer. He's got the Ivy thing too, dude. There's something about that. Kind of weird thing there, right? Where you like dash forward after shooting your gun. He like takes 2 shots and then like does a dash forward. What is that? Might just be an edit. Who knows? That was a nice trailer. And so this is okay. This game is another Konami game, and Konami Digital Entertainment's funny, right? Like this is an IP. Yeah, I'm not into this. I got nothing nice to say about it. Like I actually like it. I don't think that's a good character model. It's for the kids. Okay. All right. Yeah, again, we get the trailer and we get an explanation right after, and I like the idea like, hey, we're trying to like recreate those feelings that JRPGs give you. And I would say like he says that's first and foremost behind everything we're doing, man. Key to our narrative. We want you to feel like you're going on an adventure. And I'm not sure any of that really comes across, dude. This is tough. A city like this to me is boring because it really just feels like everything is made of the exact same tile set, you know? Every building in this city is the exact same color, has the exact same color roof. There's nobody on this bridge or anything, you know? So I don't feel like this is part of an adventure, you know? There's your whole party, though. That's like endgame party. No freaks. No freaks in your party. Responsible budget. Yeah, maybe they just got a responsible budget. This was the John Wick trailer. It was pretty apparent to us from that first shot. We're looking at John Wick. So like kind of like I feel like at that point you're like, okay, I got it. It's John Wick. Stop with the CG. It kept going. Classic John Wick trick. I feel like this is probably like a 007 First Light though. Maybe that's the implication of him getting his suit fitted, you know? Young John Wick. Yeah. To me, does sound like Keanu though. I'm not sure if this is a sound-alike or not.
Yeah.
Needs a yeah button. That'd be nice actually. Nice music there, actually. If it's a sound-alike, they nailed it. If that's somebody doing an impression, they did a really good job. Saber. Fun announcement. Fun announcement for a state of play. Marathon trailer, I'm not too into. I don't know if I'm going to rewatch this. Spider-Man 2. It was funny. This shit was at the 1 hour mark. Almost. My poor chat was panicking. They're like, is this the last game? Saber is honored to be working alongside Chad, Keanu, and the Lionsgate team in a true collaboration to bring the world of Wick to life. Okay, I'm not sure that confirms that's his voice, but sure. I feel like he's doing the voice. Oh no, is this it? They're ending with Marathon? Time Crisis using motion controls to aim the cursor is so cool. Weird that they're showing 16:9. This is the PlayStation 1 version of this game. Almost you'd rather like them just do the arcade version, right? But hey man. It's a lot of effort. It's pretty cool. Okay, continuing with Reeves signed on to reprise his iconic character's look, voice, and more. What's the and more? What else has he given them? I fell down a hole. God, this is so cool. Describe the pose. Yeah, streamers are going to love this shit. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that was part of the PlayStation Plus announcement. So that's like their big indie PlayStation Plus release of the year. That's neat. You skipped Darwin Paradox? Yeah, I didn't have much to say about it. I think, you know, we'll probably stream it. Sorrows had a demonstration I loved. Crazy they started with this cutscene. I'm not exactly sure why. But then from there out, they're basically really just explaining what it's like to play this game and showing you what it's like to play this game. This is so nice. 100% what I'm looking for. Really, really nice demonstration. Yes, yeah. This shit's so cool. Sakurai loves this shit. So basically you can put modifiers on your runs to make them better, easier to achieve a perfect reload, sure. But then you also have to take on trials. So you have to make the game harder and easier for yourself at the same time. That's so cool to me. That's cool. I like that. Equally harder and easier. Yeah, I bet this game's gonna be super fun. I think it, like, here's the thing. I feel like it just looks fucking dire. And it's kind of crazy. They're like, yeah, you could like make the eclipse happen, then everything looks worse. It looks bad now, man. You know? Like, it looks bad. It looks bad. It looks scary now. I don't want to be in this world. They're like, we're going to make it fucking now. Do you want to be here? I'm like, no, even less. So I feel like that's pretty crazy, actually. PC release? Yeah, I don't think they're launching this on PC day one. Which is crazy because Kena 2 is. That was a kind of fun move he does at the end, huh? Like a little... He's got like a beam that he's charging. It looks like it comes out of like a logo on his chest. He goes... No, brother. No, brother. We're almost there. We're at the Sorrow section. We're almost there. Unibeam. Yeah, he's shooting a Unibeam. Yeah, that looks nice, dude. So this is fun. Hands of Shore, that's our Death Stranding, right? Astra Armor, you would assume is Astrobot, but I don't see it. I don't know the Astra Armor. Onryo, you know, that's our Yote. Midgard, that's our God of War. Those are fun, dude. Does the Astra Armor make sense to anybody? Oh, Returnal. Okay, that makes way more sense. Sure. That's fun. Yeah, I like how they're like in-universe interpretations, right? It's not like, yeah, you get to play as Kratos. I realize now he does have the face paint, though. But yeah, it doesn't break the universe to look like these guys. Yeah, I was having a hard time following this Shiar Homeworld. Like, I thought like maybe this was a developer or something. No, these are Marvel characters, bro. I do not recognize that first one. But then, yeah, this guy is kind of iconic. I do not know who's holding him. Presumably our antagonist, but he just looks like a dude. He's got rolled up sleeves. Anybody know anything about what we're looking at here? That's crazy. That's Travis Belmont. Okay, got it. I'm going to turn up the volume. This is such a fun
battle. The world may hate us. We still have to save it. A true team is unbreakable. You cannot
Modern
stand
X-Men logo
against the
too.
storm. Feel the power of Mother Earth.
Let me at them, Storm. Limbo is waiting.
Yeah, I really like the expressiveness there. That's nice. Marvel Rivals would never. It's Adam Warlock's alter ego. Magus. Definitely Magus. Okay.
And I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this.
I've got this one.
Got this one. You're cooked, bub. He's got fangs. Hell yeah.
I'll show you how the X-Men get it done.
Yeah, not a crazy... I mean, he looks like, to me, box art Marvel vs. Capcom here. This model does look better than any Marvel vs. Capcom model they've ever made. 3D model, you know? But I wouldn't call it a wild reinterpretation of the character.
I'll show you how the X-Men get it done. You're cooked, bub.
Yeah, use the claws. Love it.
Initiating
Love it.
attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology.
I'm all that remains of Shi'ar technology.
Prepare to
Some
be
more for you.
disassembled.
What's funny to me, like as an extreme casual player who's gonna be mashing out auto combos, I already know I'll never play this character. She's setting up 3 floating like little mines in the air. Like, oh, okay, yeah, just not for me. She's for the JP players.
Prepare to be disassembled. Surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this.
What's kind of cool about this too, we'll get to it, but like this is basically the reveal structure for characters going forward, I think. They're not going to reveal 1 or 2 characters at a time. They're going to keep doing the team reveals.
Together!
I'm dead serious, man. There's like something like really cool about Magic's characterization in this.
Together!
There, right there, dude. That's so cool.
We are stronger. Together!
This expression, you know what I mean? Marvel Rivals doesn't get it, bro. I'm telling you. Bro. Dr. Doom's Supreme Ruler is fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. These will be good skins too. That's fucking awesome. Howard the Duck is a lobby avatar. Got it. And a lobby pet. There's going to be a lot of those wandering around, no doubt. Year 1 characters in Stage Pass. So they're going to put there. Basically, I feel like they're going to release all of them at once. Maybe I'm wrong. 4 characters in 1 year, dude. They'll do 1 per season. You're right. You're right. What you're missing. Sorry. The pre-order bonuses are up here, up top. More lobby shit. This to me is extremely like Blaze Blue, right? Where they had like the black and blue versions of every character. The RGB is silly. That's silly. You're gonna see a lot of those, I feel like. No Thor yet? Yeah, Thor's gonna be in Team Cap, I think. Which team will assemble next? So I think Thor's gonna hang out with Team Cap. Team Spider-Man is what you're missing up here. Is Star-Lord the only unannounced? Oh, shit. I think Ms. Marvel is probably going to be Team Spider-Man, actually. I'm trying to think of other characters that have been announced that aren't present here, and it's Ms. Marvel and Star-Lord. Ghost Rider's Team Midnight Suns. That would be cool, too, yeah. Yeah, you're right. And then Iron Man is going to be with Cap. Yeah, I forgot about Iron Man as well, yeah. Do you think we could get Nico and Team Ghost Rider? If they're Midnight Suns, yeah. Yeah, Ms. Marvel's a weird outlier. I wonder where she would go. And I'm thinking Spidey. Praying for Moon Knight. Yeah, maybe as DLC. Hey, they got 4 characters covered as DLC. But pretty cool. Pretty cool, I think, to like sort this out to build anticipation. This is a fun thing to do. Fun gimmick. The rest of the teams are not obvious. And I think that's why. X-Men, well, here's the thing. And even like Team X-Men's crazy. You say, okay, name 4 X-Men. Somebody's like, Danger the robot? You know what I mean? So like, even if we do know which these teams are, even if this is Avengers, Dr. Druid is still in play. You know what I'm saying? They are going for obscure picks.
Marvel 闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと、本当に嬉しく思っています。
Fun stuff. Fun stuff. They didn't mention much about, and something I would have expected when Tokon returns. They didn't talk about like what changed from the beta. Oh, and chat's right. Yeah, the accent is over the first O.
含めさせていただきました。
Basically, they talked very little about any gameplay changes.
Stay tuned.
And August is coming fast, bro. That is a sooner release date than I expected. All right, this trailer kind of sucks. This is the reveal of God of War Trilogy remake. Honestly, it's not even like good title CG. I don't know. This feels cheap to me. This felt cheap. This felt cheap. This was not as hyped as maybe they anticipated it would be. So that's something that is in development now. And then, hey, on top of that, here's another thing. And that is a game that is released right now. People are playing this right at this very moment. God of War Sons of Sparta. Kratos has a little bro that we don't talk about too much. This animation style is so crazy. I just wonder if they're like cheating it, you know? Like everything seems to be alive and breathing. And it's like, dude, you animated that frame by frame? Wow. So yeah, I feel like there's something kind of like algorithmically doing in between frames. Do I know Mega Cat? I don't. Talk about his forehead right here, right? Like, I don't think somebody hand drew this frame right there, is what I'm saying. But, like, it's still, like, I like the effect a lot. Is it bad the cynic in me thinks they're using original Kratos to use as few new voice recordings of the remake as possible? Yeah, that's too cynical. They're re-recording every line. Every grunt. Every tear. Every thrust. Yeah, it is such a weird style, man. You pause it and it's like, yeah, dude, that's like hand-animated sprite work. But you watch it in motion and you're like, how could it possibly be? Sony published a 10-minute developer highlight video after the showcase, so you were close to your bet being correct. Damn. For this game? I wonder if they produced it for the state of play, but eventually just cut it. Like that animation is so nice, bro. Watch these kids bow. By the way, like picking like who gets to be Mario and who gets to be Luigi is tough as a kid. Imagine like picking who's got to be Kratos' little brother playing this game co-op. Bro, they just animated it. What can you say? They just animated it. There's no cheating. I'm like slightly suspicious, like maybe it's like a 3D model that they get the computer to read as 2D sprites. Like look at the brother's arm. It's actually like so nice. Like maybe that is a 3D model. But yeah, in practice, it's just such a nice smooth animation. Looks like 3D models exported at low res. Yeah, that could definitely be. And basically like an algorithm to like read the border of the model. Because the line work's nice too, is the thing. Pretty crazy style. I like it. I think we'll play this tomorrow. If we finish Mario Tennis early, we'll play this. Neat final reveal. All right, yeah, that's a B. That was a good direct. State of play, excuse me. I got some catching up to do. Here, let me at least play something while I get back to DMAC Gamer. Thank you for being a 53-monther. State of play hype indeed. Ring of Fire, thanks for being a 39-monther. Hope everyone's having a nice pre-Friday. Hell yeah. Tune It, thanks for being a 68-monther. Vailyard, thanks for being a 24-monther. Congrats on the 2 years. Watching with Kyle is the best. Hell yeah. Arcanus, thanks for being an 8-monther. Very fast-paced show so far. I feel like they really continued the pace the whole time. Mag Manny, thanks for being a 17-monther. Yeah, Kyle just wanted to say I really enjoy your streams. Thanks, Zink. What if you just play demos now and skip the funny moment for delayed input? Skip the funny moment? No. I'm not making a delayed input today. I'm just making a video. I'm doing a hot takeaways. Which means I will not be playing any demos right now. Kamui, thanks for being a 66-monther. Obama the Hedgehog, thanks for being a 23-monther. I will never forgive that Silent Hills cancellation, but to see Konami as serious as they are about supporting their classic franchises again is great. Hell yeah. Pan-Fried Dolphin, thanks for being a 57-monther. This is a re-release of my 2-month subscription. Love a 2-monther in that case. Mono, thanks for being a 5-monther. Ham One Man, thanks for being a 13-monther. Taco, thanks for being a 68-monther. Will the Game Freak dog digivolve? Yes. Yeah, I think it might change elemental types. I don't think it'll digivolve into something truly cool, but yeah, I bet it's got like a grass form and a fire form and all that, you know? Eric, thanks for being a 20-monther. Bleep, boop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. We're caught up. What? I'm sorry, what you say clip the funny moment? What was the funny moment? Janice, thanks for being a 69-monther. Nice. In the Megacat Studio overview, one of the pixel artists is animating an Ace sprite, so it appears not to be cheated. Wow. All right, maybe I pull that up. Maybe I just pull it up for a minute. What are we looking at here? Is it up on their blog or their website? We are Megacat. Gotcha. No, I got them. I got the Megacats.
God of War, Sons of Sparta all started out with a cold email of all things. God of War has been on our wish list
Is it too
as a
quiet?
studio for years.
This reminds me of like PS2 bonus scenes. What do you think about shit like this? The boss is like, I got the statue made. And it's like, that is my yearly salary you spent on that statue.
We first started MegaCat. We were making cartridge-based games for fun. We certainly didn't have an office. We were making them in my kitchen. My wife was very patient for many years. A lot of damaged kitchen tables from soldering iron mistakes.
Years ago when I met James, we started a
interesting.
wish list process for MegaCat Studios. At the very top of my list was God of War.
Since the origin of MegaCat, we've had God of War #1 on our wish list. And
Built
year
in
after year,
Pittsburgh.
as MegaCat grew, and we decided to start taking some swings and shooting some messages out.
We actually came to this point that reminds me of something I saw in Raising Kratos, where the studio had a project they were working on that wasn't able to come to light. We had a very similar situation here, actually. It wasn't nearly as grandiose, but for us, it was a big deal that we were going to have a project we were working on that wasn't going to see the light of day. And I hit up James, and I go, hey man, it's time. I want to take a big swing. And he goes, take a big swing. And I emailed Santa Monica the next day.
We knew the pitch was a moonshot, but as a retro studio, we have a passion for certain genres. And
What other games do they put out? They keep calling themselves a retro studio. Like, I wonder what other games they made.
we thought about what would God of War be like if it came out on the PS1? What would a God of War 0 be? And that's kind of how it all started.
There was something in their pitch that really spoke to me. It was this love and passion for God of War at the core of who they are, to the art style that they're bringing to the table.
Chess says backyard baseball. That's crazy. That's Five Nights. So this is A Sprite. Yeah. This is what my chat's talking about. This is, you're watching somebody fucking hand animate this. That's so crazy, man. Each of these is a frame of animation.
The core of who they are, to the art style that they're bringing.
What the fuck? How? Yeah, so as you can see, this is actually really cool to move frame by frame. As you can see, every time it moves by a frame here, it's a frame of animation for the character. Ah, but we see some blurring. We see. Okay. Well, hold on. That might be a frame of the video, but not a frame of animation. Oh, true enough. So right now it's on 50, and then when it gets to 51, there should be no blur anymore. That's correct. Got it. So they were filming this at a higher frame rate than the game is itself. Got it.
They're bringing to the table, or an idea to put God of War in this high-bit pixel art, modern retro feel. It really was a unique spin on it, and I brought that back to the team here at SMS, and everybody fell in love with it, and we immediately set up a call with MegaCat.
When I heard back from Santa Monica Studio, the reaction was wow. It was...
All right, Chad is explaining they did the re-release of Backyard Baseball, not the original.
Actually, wow. I kind of couldn't believe it. I might have sat on it for a few minutes before I reached out to the rest of the studio heads here, and it's been a life-changing experience ever since.
God of War, Sons of Sparta, gives us a unique opportunity to expand the story in the world of God of War while staying true to the core. We are going to tell a new part in a new area while still paying respect to and integrating in a lot of ways what those original...
It is actually super accurate to these cutscenes that I've never watched before. I'm kind of like, that's Kratos?
stories were.
Like, yeah, man,
this is a genre
the
I've been
lore,
in love
man.
with even before we started God of War: Sons of Sparta. It's something that took up
So
a
hold
large
on a
amount of my
minute.
time as a player. So to do
Is this one Kratos then? Is Kratos the Wii one?
something in the space that we're in and to genuinely be able to stand apart is something that I'm deeply excited about. There's just no containing how happy I am to be working in the genre I love.
These shots are great.
One of the unique elements of God of War: Sons of Sparta is seeing
Quiz,
Kratos' brother
Kratos is
Deimos.
Luigi. Yeah, I mean, look at that cutscene.
To and integrate.
The one with hair is the one
in
with
a
got
lot
the
of
stripe
ways
on his face.
what those original stories were.
This is
That's Kratos, man. Kratos is the Luigi. Got it.
do something in the space
Deimos has those marks naturally. Kratos gets them as a tribute.
that
Got
we're
it. Okay.
in.
All right.
And to genuinely be able to stand apart is something that I'm
That is
deeply
cool,
excited about. There's just no
So, I've
containing
never
how
played
happy I
those
am to be
games.
working in the genre I love.
One of the unique elements of God of War, Sons of Sparta, is seeing Kratos' brother Deimos and their relationship. They go through this sort of coming-of-age story where they learn about themselves and learn about what it means to be Spartans and brothers, and that in itself will have ramifications later on for Kratos and throughout his entire journey.
Dismissed. For Sparta.
God of War Sons of Sparta is going to be really cool because it's a crossroads for players that maybe aren't familiar with the franchise, or players that are familiar with the franchise but aren't familiar with the genre we're working in. So it's going to be this place where two player bases are going to be...
This is fun to see, too. Yeah. They're plotting this shit out. I mean, I feel, we're playing this game tomorrow. We don't really need to watch the rest of this. Ooh, I see a skill tree. I'll hang out.
Crossing. Something that we've been keeping at the center of our work is trying to meet the God of War fans' expectations on all of the facets of the game, whether that's the quests, the combat, the items that you're getting, and the character progression.
Yeah, look at you, dude. Very cool. You could do offensive aggression, defensive instincts, or victory sandals.
One example of what MegaCat was able to do, so they literally took our 3D animation files for a lot of our enemies that you'll see in this game, and they brought it into their system, which translates it into 2D animation. And then they would go in and do literal frame-by-frame, hand-drawn pixel art over top of that.
So it is rotoscoped. Whoa. That makes a little more sense of why it's so smooth. Interesting.
End result is, if you see the Minotaur in game, for instance, and it's swinging its axe at you as a player, you might recognize what that swing looks like.
A lot of the things that make God of War translate pretty cleanly from 3D to 2D. And a lot of this stuff is just based upon Santa Monica Studios.
I'm pretending to know what rotoscope means. In this case, it just means drawing on top of video.
Philosophy and principles in game design, rather than just going down a checklist of all the features the games needed to have, understanding what makes these features done the God of War way.
Collaborating in this way was important to reassure fans that this is still a God of War game. This is a different kind of God of War game, different art, but all the elements you want and expect are there.
Sons of Sparta is quite a different project. It's unique in the sense of its scope, and at the same time,
they even got some QA guys in here. That's nice.
That are in game compared to our prior projects. It really encouraged us to approach it in a much more creative way.
God of War is actually known for conveying emotion. So while it's actually also known for brutality, God of War hones in, it dials in the lighting and post-processing best practices to communicate mood and emotion. We want to bring that same exact impact into Sons of Sparta.
I'm really proud of how the game turned out looking, because it took so much from all the different departments to get it to where it is, where we have the technical artists writing the shader code, we have the environment artists drawing the sprites, the concept artists, and it feels like a really rich, lush world.
As a fan of the series, growing up with it, this was an amazing opportunity that I got to collaborate with the team and help bring this to life. We're trying to meet the spectacle that people expect when it comes to God of War games, while also merging in.
And this thing's kind of funny. This thing's basically like you think back like a Nintendo DS throwback, where like this thing's actually like a 3D model.
People expect when it comes to God of War games, while also merging in our MegaCat twist and retro ethos into the battles as well.
I'm excited for the fans to see this new lens. They're getting two new experiences. They're getting this new level of information, and they're also getting to just address it in a different way, approach it in a different way.
One of the things that I'm most excited about for Sons of Sparta is that there will be players that have actually never played a God of War title. They're going to find that as their entry point to the franchise.
With God of War Sons of Sparta, I think fans will really enjoy this incredible narrative that the team has put together. Add into that a world and a space that we haven't seen before in this brand new high-bit pixel art style game that MegaCat Studios has made, and it really just grabs you from the moment you've seen it.
Seeing the team at MegaCat evolve and grow during the making of God of War Sons of Sparta just fills me with pride. We've always been a team, but through making this game, we've really become a phalanx where we have each other's backs, and we know if one side falls, we all fall. So there's sort of this rallying cry to get everything to victory.
He said, once I fall, we all fall?
A phalanx where we have each other's backs and we know if one side fall, we all fall. So
One side fall. I don't trust these closed captions because of the way they spelled phalanx. Indies surpass this? We'll find out. We'll play it. We'll play it tomorrow. I think he said once I fall, yeah. Once I fall. All right. Thanks for hanging out, chat. That was fun. That was a big boy. That was a doozy. That was a regular old doozy. I'm about to go write a script recapping it. Yeah, we can rate Easy Allies, no question. So there'll be a video up on the YouTube channel. Again, it won't be delayed input. It'll be a hot takeaways. Tennis bump? No, I think we're still gonna do Mario Tennis, a $70 game, which apparently has a pretty short campaign. Chat says 4 hours, but we all know it's gonna take me longer than 4 hours. Come on now. But then yeah, maybe we can dabble in Ghosts of Sparta after that. Sorry, Sons of Sparta. Saturday's stream will be a little Gator game in the dark. And yeah, we got a bunch of streams set up, videos to come out. So yeah, let me get going on that video. I kind of have an idea what we're talking about, you know, presentational things like that. I don't have like a real. We'll see what I can put together. I don't have like a real like rude to take. You know what I mean? You gotta have one rude one. So we'll see. We'll see how the script turns out, I guess. But anyway, thanks for hanging out here on a Thursday afternoon. Fun stream. Let me set up the raid for Easy Allies. You can be rude about for loop. That's like for loop is so doomed. I don't like. Here's the thing. I don't like being rude about these games, but then they are just plainly doomed. Everybody was rude about High Guard, and it was inappropriate. But then ultimately, it was appropriate because of what has now happened with High Guard. I don't know how to cover this stuff. You know, it's. I don't know how to uncover it. Like, how do I even talk about this stuff, man? Rude, but right. Yeah, man, it sucks. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I should type that in. Let me just write down the word High Guard. Let me just feel like, how do we stop High Guard from happening? All right. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Thursdays. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. See you soon.
It's a robot party. It's a robot party. It's a robot party. It's a robot party. Tie your shoe. It's a robot party. Pet the dog. It's a robot party. Collect the clue. It's a robot party. No eggnog. It's a robot party. Safety first. It's a robot party. Feelings last. It's a robot